A former high-ranking Australian soldier has been vindicated over claims he was a member of a military pornography ring. There are now calls for his accuser and former Australian of the Year, David Morrison, to lose his award over the mishandling of the scandal.
Former Lieutenant Colonel Karel Dubsky finally cleared of any wrongdoing, 5 years after he was publicly stripped of his command and falsely accused of being part of the Army's Jedi Council email porn ring. The Army admission was published online quietly.
Karel Dubsky was not a member of the group, did not participate in the activities of that group. Defence would like to recognise Karel Dubsky's service.
He will never speak of how the false allegations almost destroyed his family, bound by a confidential settlement with the ADF. But his father-in-law can.
He's unable to work. My wife had to take him to hospital so he didn't die from cutting himself. How do you overcome that?
That was the night his accuser, now retired Lieutenant General David Morrison, was named 2016 Australian of the Year. His accolade in part for his handling of the Jedi Council scandal.
I will be ruthless in ridding the Army of people who cannot live up to its values.
I think it's a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. Look, he knew that Karl wasn't involved.
Morrison has repeatedly refused to answer questions from Channel 7 about his part in the Karel Dubsky affair and police claims of an Army cover-up. And many of his supporters for Australian of the Year now won't comment on calls for him to be stripped of his honour.
He made the famous statement that the standard that you walk by is the standard you accept. Yet he set an appalling standard of injustice for Karel Dubsky.
Rodney Lose, 7 News.